Just had a statement from the family of Virginia Giuffre regarding the breaking news this evening. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, Prince Andrew as he was formerly known, just a matter of hours ago, being stripped of his titles by the King. This is a statement from their family which says, today an ordinary American girl from an ordinary American family brought down a British prince with her truth and extraordinary courage. Virginia Roberts Giuffre, our sister, a child when she was sexually assaulted by Andrew, never stopped fighting for accountability for what had happened to her and to countless other survivors like her. Today, she declares victory. We, her family, along with her survivor sisters, continue Virginia's battle and will not rest until the same accountability applies to all of the abusers and abettors connected to Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. That is from Sky and Amanda Roberts, Danny and Lynette Wilson, the family of Virginia Giuffre.
If you want to understand exactly how a prince can be erased from history while he's still alive, how King Charles finally pulled the trigger on the House of York, and what this really means for Sarah Ferguson, for Royal Lodge, and for the future of royal titles in Britain, watch this to the end, because I'm going to walk you through the entire operation step by step, the real trigger behind it, and why this is a warning shot to every royal hanging on to privilege.
Statement has just come in from Buckingham Palace, and I'll read it for you. It goes on to say, His Majesty has today initiated a formal process to remove the style, titles and honours of Prince Andrew. Again, this is...
King Charles has just done what even Queen Elizabeth never did. He has moved against his own brother in a formal, deliberate, no-return process to remove the style, titles and honours of Prince Andrew. This is not a PR slap on the wrist. This is a royal identity wipe. Buckingham Palace has confirmed that the man once known as His Royal Highness the Duke of York will now be referred to simply as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. No HRH, no Duke, no special styling. And to make sure the message lands, he's also been served notice to vacate Royal Lodge, the 30-room Windsor mansion he has called home for almost 20 years. That's not just a house. That was his last fortress. That was the symbol that he still belonged. And the King just took it away. So the question everyone is asking is, why now? Why, after years of half-steps, shielding and silence, did Charles finally say enough? According to palace sources, this didn't happen overnight. This has been building for months. Charles has been increasingly frustrated with the optics of Andrew quietly living in royal comfort while the institution publicly said he had stepped back. He hadn't really stepped back. He had stepped sideways. He kept the prince title. He kept the Windsor address. He kept the life. And the King knew the monarchy couldn't modernize while its most controversial figure was still visibly enjoying royal privilege. Add to that a fresh wave of public anger, political pressure, and renewed media focus, and the King decided there would be no more half measures. The palace statement made that very clear. It said His Majesty has initiated a formal process to remove the style, titles, and honors of Prince Andrew. Formal process. That means this isn't a temporary demotion. This is structural. This is paperwork. This is history being edited. And tucked inside that statement was a line expressing sympathy for victims and survivors of abuse. That's not language the palace uses casually. That was Charles telling the public, I hear you, I see the outrage, and I am distancing the crown from it. From this point on, Andrew is Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Not Prince Andrew. Not the Duke of York. Not a working royal. A man born inside the palace, now placed firmly outside of it. And it gets worse for him. Royal Lodge has always been a sticking point. It's expensive to maintain, it's high profile, and it's impossible to justify politically. Until now, Andrew's lease gave him legal cover to stay put. That cover is gone. He's been served formal notice to surrender the lease. That means relocation, smaller accommodation, less security, less funding, fewer perks, no grand receptions, no quiet, I still live on the estate flex. In the eyes of the palace, he becomes just another private citizen with a very complicated past. And reportedly, he was stunned, shocked, because deep down he knew this moment could come, but he believed Charles wouldn't go this far. Many in the palace believed the late Queen's presence delayed this decision. Charles wasn't going to do this while his mother was alive. But that shield is gone. And now he's running the monarchy the way he wants it run. Slimmed down, controlled, and ruthless when necessary. Now, let's talk about the part almost nobody is connecting, Sarah Ferguson. Just a few weeks ago, Fergie quietly sold her £4 million Mayfair home. At the time, it looked like a financial decision. Today, it looks like preparation. Insiders say Andrew and Fergie have known for months that their time at Royal Lodge was ticking down. They've been negotiating, exploring options, even floating the idea of separate but nearby homes. Andrew, in classic royal fashion, was reportedly angling for Frogmore Cottage. Yes, the former home of Harry and Meghan. Meanwhile, Fergie was said to be eyeing Adelaide Cottage, which of course is in the orbit of the Prince and Princess of Wales. That did not go down well with palace aides. The idea of Sarah Ferguson, of all people, moving into a space connected to William and Kate was viewed as, let's call it, unhelpful. And now, with Andrew stripped and being moved on, the picture becomes clearer. The Yorks were bracing for exile. If not official exile, then soft exile. Smaller properties. Private money. Overseas bolt holes. In fact, don't be surprised if we see Andrew and Fergie spending a lot more time abroad, Switzerland, the Middle East, places where wealthy friends and old connections can offer privacy, discretion, and distance from British tabloids. And don't forget, Fergie is not sitting still. She's reportedly in talks for a documentary series and a personal project. That is not coincidence. That is timing. She sees the House of York collapsing, and she's smart enough to tell her version before someone else tells it for her. A stripped prince and a chatty ex-wife is TV gold. In the bigger picture, this is historic. We are watching a man born into royalty lose every public marker of that birth. Title gone. Style gone. Home gone. Protection gone. This is Charles saying to the country, no one is bigger than the crown, not even my own brother. This is also Charles sending a message to every royal still clinging to position without purpose. If you become a liability, you can be cut. And to the public, it's a reset. This is the monarchy trying to show accountability, distance, and moral positioning. Whether people accept it is another story. For Andrew, this is the end of the road. For Sarah Ferguson, this could be the beginning of her tell-all era. For the monarchy, it's a purge. And for the House of York, it's a fall. Because after this, there is no going back to His Royal Highness. There is no quiet return to the balcony. There is no, he's keeping the lodge. That chapter is over. So now the question is yours. Was King Charles too harsh, or was this long overdue? Was this justice, or was this damage control? Let me know what you think in the comments. Tell me where you stand on Andrew losing everything